Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Rujita binti Bani, and today I will be discussing about differentiated instruction and its significance in teaching and learning. I want to start with a quote by Carroll and Tomlinson, which is differentiated instruction is not a set of strategies but a way of thinking about teaching and learning. This quote really resonated with me because it emphasized that differentiation is not just about using a checklist of technique. Instead, it's about adopting a mindset that prioritizes understanding and responding to the diverse needs of every student in our classroom. Over the next 10 minutes, I will explore this idea and explain how it relates to the critical components of differentiated instruction like readiness, interest, learning style, and learning environment. So what exactly is differentiated instruction? In my own words, it is an approach to teaching that recognizes that students have different levels of knowledge, skill, and ways of learning. It's about planning lessons that meet students where they are rather than expecting everyone to learn the same thing in the same way at the same pace. Tomlinson's quote reminds us that differentiation is not just a collection of strategies, it's a way of thinking. It's a mindset that asks us to continually reflect. Who are my students? What do they need? And how can I help them to succeed? Let's take a closer look at the key component of differentiated instruction and how I will apply them as a future educator. The first component is readiness, which refers to a student's current knowledge, skill, and ability to understand new content. But here the important parts. Differentiating by readiness is not simply giving students easy or hard tasks. It's about understanding their zone of proximal development, as Vygotsky described, and providing appropriate scaffold that challenges them just enough to promote growth. For example, in literature class, I might have students reading the same story but with different levels of question or task. Some students could focus on analyzing themes and symbolism, while others focus on understanding character motivation. I could also form flexible groups so that students with similar skill level can support each other while ensuring that everyone has opportunities to stretch their learning. By responding to readiness, we create a classroom where all students feel challenged, capable, and supported. Next is interest. Differentiation by interest means connecting learning to what genuinely motivates and engages students. We know that students learn best when they care about the content or see it as relevant to their life. Interest is not fixed, it evolves over time. As teacher, we need to observe students, ask questions, and provide choice to spark their curiosity. For instance, in a math lesson, I could design word problems that relate to student hobbies, sport, or favorite games. In a history class, I might let students choose a historical figure or event they want to research for a project. By incorporating student interests, we can increase engagement and make learning meaningful. Students feel that their voice matters, which can foster a love of learning that lasts beyond the classroom. The third component is learning styles. These are preferred where that student take in and process information like visual, auditory, kinesthetic, or reading written learners. It's important to note that learning style should not be used to label students rigidly. Instead, they should guide us in offering multiple ways to access and demonstrate learning. For example, I could present information through videos, diagram, hands-on experiment, and discussion, ensuring that each student can connect with the content in a way that makes sense to them. Additionally, I could allow students to show that they have learned through different formats. Some might create a poster, others write an essay, and some might give a short presentation. This variety not only respects individual preference but also encourage students to develop flexibility in learning. Finally, the learning environment is critical. This is include both the physical and psychological conditions that support learning. Different tuition require creating a space where students feel safe, valued, and empowered to take the risk. Practically, this might look like flexible seating arrangement for collaboration or independent work, classroom that celebrate diversity or routine that provides clarity or predictability, but it also means fostering a culture of respect and support where students know their contribution are valued. Positive learning environment is essential because even the best differentiation strategy will fail if students do not feel safe to engage, ask questions, and make mistakes. When we bring all these components together, readiness, interest, learning style, and learning environment, we begin to see that differentiated instruction is truly a way of thinking. It's about continuously assessing who our students are and adapting our teaching to meet their needs. As a future educator, I want to approach my classroom with this mindset. I want to be reflective, flexible, and intentional in planning lessons that challenge, engage, and support every student. Differentiated instruction is not a one-time strategy. It's an ongoing commitment to helping students reach their full potential. In conclusion, Carroll and Tomlinson's quote remind us that differentiated instruction is more than a set of teaching techniques. It's a way of thinking about learning. By considering readiness, interest, learning style, and learning environment, we can design classrooms that honor every student's unique need and strength. By adopting this mindset, I hope to create a classroom where students feel challenged, valued, and capable of growth. A classroom where every student has the opportunity to succeed and develop a lifelong love of learning. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this discussion inspire all of us to embrace differentiated instruction as a way of thinking, not just a set of strategies.